I honestly think what got me started in environmental and conservation, thinking, was probably as a kid. My aunt gave me the book. I think it's 50 Things Kids Can Do to Save the Earth or Save the World, one of those, probably from Scholastic Book Club, right? So she gave me that, and it had little activities in there, like you could cut a gallon milk jug and put birdseed in the bottom and make a little window, and little things like that. And so I think that's probably what got me started on paying attention. For my career, I think what started me in conservation was my undergraduate degree. They created a minor in environmental studies, and I took some of those classes, loved them. I didn't know where I was going with that. I did intern with NRCS in Oklahoma. My husband was military, and we were stationed in Oklahoma City for a year. So I volunteered there just to work on my resume and make some connections. And I liked it, but then I learned about soil and water districts while I was there. I previously never knew anything about soil and water conservation districts. So while we were in Oklahoma, my job became available, and in the newspaper, we were getting the Galesburg newspaper in Oklahoma for me to look for jobs, the Sunday paper. This was before Indeed, right? So it came open, and I applied right away, and I got it, and I've been here ever since. We do conservation easement monitoring for DNR on CREP land, and so that's on a 3-year rotation. So I get to meet with those landowners at least on a 3-year rotation. It's typically more often because they stop in for other reasons, but it's nice to catch up and find out how their families are growing and changing, and to be on their land and to see the trees that I was there, or I was a part of them getting planted, and now they're massively tall, and just to see how it's all progressing. So working within the community, we do lots of education events, preschool through adult. We participate in the city's Touch a Truck. We take our side-by-side UTV, and the kids climb all over it and honk the horn for 2 hours. We do first grade environmental day, 5th grade outdoor education day. So we try to get ourselves in front of all the different age groups. Our last annual meeting, we did a pollinator habitat out at a farm who has pollinator habitat planted and is planning to do more. And we had Pheasants Forever and U.S. Fish and Wildlife come and speak on what they offer, and we spoke on what we offer and help motivate landowners. If you don't have any pollinator habitat, even if you're just a city lot, you could add some in any corner or half acre, or you can do your part, So it's nice to help motivate others who have access to more acres. I don't own farmland. I just have our home lot, but I have pollinators here, do my part. So for overall helping Illinois, I hope that my work can inspire others who want to work in this field or work in a similar agency but within conservation. I hope that I'm getting the word about soil and water conservation districts out there. We've been around since the Dust Bowl days of the 1930s, but not everybody understands who we are, who we represent. We represent the whole county, not just ag, So if homeowners are having an issue, or they have a well to seal, or they can't get grass to grow in a corner, we can help you troubleshoot that and help figure out how to make it what you want it to be. Backyard conservation, we are all over that. So I hope just encouraging others who want to work in this field, encouraging landowners, and just getting people excited to still manage the land and not ignore it, and still be out in it and enjoy it. So moving forward, we have a waiting list for stream bank, and then we also have a waiting list for land projects. So like dry dams and grassed waterways and pollinator plantings, and that list is about, they're about the same. They're about 19 landowners deep, and we don't advertise a whole lot because the funding, we get maybe $30,000 in cost share for that whole list, which doesn't come to much. So we might get to do a couple of well sealings, maybe some cover crops, and then one bigger earth moving project. If I can get projects shovel ready, and that includes all the environmental reports, right? The Endangered and Threatened Species, Clean Water Act. if I can get things shovel ready, oftentimes if I reach out to my Department of Ag regional rep, other districts have not spent their money, so I can often get funds from other counties who aren't as on top of their list, which helps keep my list down. I think as long as I have landowners who want to do projects, then I'm motivated to keep moving forward and find money to make it happen, because often they'll wait on the list for years because they just aren't able to pay for it 100% themselves. So I like to help make their goals happen for their land. I would say for the next generation of conservation, don't get overwhelmed. It can easily be overwhelming to, hear the news and be like, oh, the climate, oh, water quality, oh, whatever. Don't look at all of that, because you're never going to get started. Just be like, okay, what's in my wheelhouse? Where can I start? And you just start there. And you know that you're making a difference with each little thing and each landowner you talk to, and that's just what you have to focus on. It's kind of looking at all the projects almost like they're your kids, and you want them to be successful because you were a part of it. So you want to give landowners the best information and follow up and support them, because maybe I'm not the one building it, but I'm still involved. But then even like on stream bank projects, when in the past we've applied for other grant funds through the Fishers and Farmers Partnership, I went out and looked at stream banks that were 10 years old to get like a before and after picture, like before construction, when it was finished construction, and then 10 years later, have more of a timeline, and you could see soil has filled in behind rock projects and trees are growing on it now, and the bank is more stable. And it's like, I did that, or I was involved in that, and that'll be here long after I'm gone. So that's very motivating to me. It doesn't have to have my name on it necessarily, but just knowing that it was better than when I saw it. I'm leaving it better than when I found it. So.